wanted everybody to be against her. I don't know what you said.
Never. And that's not the point. The point is that we know each other outside of that.
I failed at that. I should have
It
was
malicious as Sydney going to Peter.
Well, it wasn't malicious, Alexa, because we were having a conversation.
Sydney, you
so then he asked me a question. I'm sorry, 1 second. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. That's not okay. You can literally rude.
Ladies.
I would never say that. Excuse you.
You have some nerve to talk because that's all you do with your group. Okay.
That's a clip from last week's Democratic debate. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show, everybody. The claws came out in the Women Tell All last night on The Bachelor, and the women couldn't wait to bash each other, obviously. My goodness. All this happening after Peter sent another woman home, and ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final two. Setting up an epic 2-night finale next week, and that means, roll it, Leo, it's time for America Loves Ted. Joining us from Bachelor headquarters, otherwise known as our control room, is producer Ted. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Wow, Ted, how did the closed caption folks, that's what I felt bad for last night.
Just words.
Just words,
Yelling.
yeah. Crazy. Okay, last week we ended on a cliffhanger with Madison. Madison walking out of the fantasy suite thing.
Right. Because Peter had been intimate the previous nights.
Yes.
And she was not having that.
Not having it.
But he was destroyed over this. So he's pleading with her not to leave. She walks out. What happens with her? So last night it picks up at the rose ceremony. And the question is, what's going to happen with Madison? She shows up, and it comes down to two. So he gives Hannah Ann the rose.
Hannah Ann.
And then it's between Victoria F. and Madison. Leo, roll it.
Madison. Madison. Will you accept this rose? Sure.
So she that's a glowing endorsement of their love.
That was horrendously awkward. Mm-hmm. She looked like she was at the dentist's office. He's going, are you sure?
Yeah. They have not spoken before that. So he really put it all on the line without really knowing if she was going to say yes or not.
So who did he send home?
So he sent home Victoria F. Remember, Victoria F. is the one, their relationship was really hot, and then it would go really cold, and then it'd go really hot again. And she actually took it really well. So shows that she really probably wasn't that into him.
Okay, and she was the one to update all of our viewers. She was the one that got into a little bit of controversy, right? She was a model, and she wore a...
They had that date where the winner was going to be on the cover of Cosmo, and she won, but she's not going to be on the cover of Cosmo.
No, she wore a controversial T-shirt.
Yeah.
That she got at Spencer's or something. I don't know. Yep. Anyway, yeah. Who is he going to choose?
So we are down to, we've got Hannah Ann, who I think is the safe choice. Hannah Ann's the safe choice. And then Madison, who he probably is in love with and wants to marry.
But okay, Ted, in your Bachelor ways, do you honestly think Madison wants to marry him?
No. I think they live two separate lives.
Yeah.
And he wants to live her life. And she is like, we're not in the same world.
No.
You know, different value system. She's not into it. But, Chris Harrison, last night, teasing ahead to next week.
Okay, did you just pull, now where did you pull that Post-it from? Where?
Some notes.
Okay.
Post-it notes.
Got it.
He called it the finale unexpected,
Okay.
complicated,
Okay.
and even Peter doesn't know what's going to happen.
He's the Bachelor. I mean, how does he know?
I don't know how this is possible, but
Okay. That's a lot of words from Chris Harrison. Okay. Can we touch on the other? Do you have another post-it note, Ted? Or are we done
No,
with the
that
post-it
was
notes?
my
We're done.
only
Okay, let's
post-it.
just checking. More Bachelor news. Claire, you weren't here yesterday. Kendall gave one of her patented eye rolls at the reveal of Claire as the next Bachelorette. Your professional opinion?
at first I was like, who?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was like 6 years ago that she was on Juan Pablo's season.
This is her right here, ladies and gentlemen.
At first I was like, this is a weird choice.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I kind of like it because she's older. I mean, this season of The Bachelor had women that were from the age of 22 to 22 and a half.
Yeah.
And I think we need to expand the ages. So that's good. I was surprised that she was still single after, being on The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise like 2 or 3 times. So it'll be interesting. It's interesting that they are still looking for guys to be on the show. They ran a thing last night where we're still looking for guys, and they got to begin shooting this in like 2 weeks.
Well, Ted, what are you doing here? I mean, I want to make a tape, Ted, and
Filling out our application.
Are you
during the next segment.
is that what the one computer is? Are you filling out the application right there?
Right there.
Perfect. Ted Johnsen, everybody. Thank you, Ted. We laugh, but wouldn't it be hysterical if Ted ended up on The Bachelor at The Bachelorette?
I would die.
I beg ABC, if you want huge ratings here in Minnesota, oh, please have Ted be in The Bachelorette. That would be fantastic.
You thought you got a boost from Becca.
I
Wait
mean-
until Ted shows up.
And Ted getting out of the limo, like, would Ted do like a goofy thing out of the limo, or
He'd
would
bring
he
a
just
Jason Showhead.
No, I think Ted would be very straightforward. Ted would just get out of the limo in a nice suit, you know what I mean, and be very straight-laced, just very. One of his 3 suits that he owns, yeah, that's right. One of his 3 shirts.
He might need to borrow a suit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kendall gives Ted such a hard time. Why, Kendall?
Because he has like 4 shirts. And I'm like, wash your clothes and you'll have more clothing. He's got a desk drawer full of ties. I'm like, oh my God.
He's a dude, Kendall. He's a dude.
Oh, Ted.
I know.